Hello and welcome to Midas Tutorials. Now Midas includes a wealth of customizable templates which may be freely edited, and we access those templates by going to Midas Admin Options, selecting Manage Midas, and then selecting the Templates tab. Now all the editable templates are present in a drop-down list here, and they cover emails and invoices and printing and various other elements. So I'm going to take, for example, the booking confirmation template. And you'll see a preview of the template in the template preview area. And below that, the code that goes to make up that template. This is standard HTML code. If you're not familiar with HTML, don't worry. We do have guides in our knowledge base on the website. So as well as HTML, special variables or placeholders can be inserted into your templates. You can see we've got a few here, like client first name, start and finish. And those placeholder variables will automatically be substituted with real data at the time that the template's used. So for example, this template's used for booking confirmations. So whenever we send the booking confirmation to a client, this is the template that's used in the email. And logically, client first name would be substituted with the first name of the client. A list of all variables that are applicable to the template are found at the bottom if we scroll down. And you'll see these are divided into three sections. Global variables, which may be used in any of our templates, variables that are specific to the currently selected template, and booking field variables. These variables are substituted for booking data, and we need to include them within our template within a pair of bookings tags. So if we have a look at our template code here, incidentally, when we make changes to the template code, it's automatically updated in the preview. So for example, if I change this to here are details, you'll see as I do that, it updates in the preview. So just to walk you through the current template code here, the first three lines are essentially a table with one row indicated by TR, table row, and three columns. One containing the logo variable, which substitutes for our company or corporate logo. In this case, it's this demo logo here. The second column is the name of our database. Normally this would be the name of your organization. At present, the database here in Midas that I've set up is called Tutorial, and that's why the placeholder database substitutes for the word tutorial. And then the third and final column contains the variable Midas logo, and that just inserts the Midas logo there. So the next line, dear client first name. So again, that client first name variable would be substituted for the first name of the client. So if a booking confirmation was to go to Joe Blogs, this line would read Dear Joe. BR is the HTML code for new line or break. So you'll see the first line will say client first name. Here are the details of your confirmed booking at, and then the name of our database. And actually now that I've added here are details at the start, this line no longer makes sense. So here are details of your confirmed booking at database, comma, which are as follows. And then you'll see here bookings and a closing tag / bookings there. Now everything in between those two tags will repeat based on the number of bookings included in the confirmation. So if there's just one booking in the notification, this section will be included once. If the booking confirmation contains details of 4 or 5 different bookings, then this booking section will repeat the same number of times as there are bookings. So within the booking section, we then include the data that we wish to include from the bookings. So at the moment here we've got start / time and the start variable and finish variable. So this will be substituted for the start and end dates and times of the booking. And then the venue variable, as you can imagine, will be substituted for the name of the venue. So again, let's scroll down and see what other variables we can include. So we can include attendees, booking cost, booking notes, resources. So let's include attendees as well. So we'll go attendees, and we put in our attendee placeholder variable, which is attendees %, and we'll put a new line after that. And you'll see our preview has also updated. Oh, we've got an extra line in there, so let's take that BR out. There we go. And below the template code, there's a further line that we can specify the email subject. So whereas the template code will be in the body of the email confirmation, this allows us to change the text in the subject line. And then when we're happy with our template, we just click Save Changes. If you've made mistakes in your template, you can easily reset it to the factory default via Reset Template To in the upper right corner. Simply select the language you wish to reset it to, so let's go English US, and you'll see the template's reverted to its factory default. Now obviously the email subject line is only specific to email templates. If we, for example, select our public web requests template, if you've enabled public web requests, then this is the template that's used to display those screens. And so you can customize it to maintain the same look and feel of your own website. Similar to the booking confirmation template that we looked at previously, again we have a template preview area and a template code area, and also an external CSS field. Now if you're familiar with CSS, that's Cascading Style Sheets, you can enter the URL to your own website's style sheet here in order to customize the appearance of this template. So for example, to change the font or change the background colors and so forth. Thanks for watching this tutorial, and be sure to check out our other tutorials online.